Hey boyos, daily checking with John Vee. Um, no, I am not invisible. I angled my webcam to be pointed up at the ceiling, and of course that's a fake background. So there is a purpose why I am not showing my face for a while. It'll all be explained in good time. But for now, I'll just leave it at that. So did an hour walk today. Still have an hour left to do later. Been doing pretty good today for eating. Um, I tend to eat too much. Um, but if I can stick to walking 2 hours a day long term, then I've won in my mind. And any little progress is still better than no progress or actually getting even more overweight. So, as long as I can minimize losses and not gain more weight, I'm content. It's when I get into housing, welfare housing, that I really want to put the pedal down and get to my goal really quickly. And I think I will. It's just that, in my daily life, other people are not overly supportive of my goals, and, that it doesn't help things. It just makes it worse, obviously, right? And I tend to do well as a solitary individual and not have much contact with other people. The one other time I lived alone in my own apartment, I thrived. Of course, I was lonely. Everybody gets lonely if they're spending a lot of time by themselves. But I remember seeing a quote stating that, if you're trying to improve yourself, expect to spend a lot of time alone. So that just comes with the territory, I guess. And some of the most successful people, like from high school and stuff, you never hear about them, you never see them. And that's probably because they're holed away somewhere in a house, spending 80-hour work weeks on their job or whatever, or having their own business, spending 80 or 100 hours a week on their own business, right? So they're not out and about, not mingling with people, right? So I think that's one of the keys to success is you got to spend a lot of time alone, right? Because if you're out socializing, mingling with people, making friends, you're not improving yourself, right? You're not improving your finances, your appearance, your martial arts skills, whatever it may be, combination of all of them maybe. But I'll probably label this as like some kind of just talking video just because, my face is not in it, right? And I feel those of you who watch my videos, you may respect me more if you don't see my face because I feel that the appeal of my videos is somewhat taken away by how poor my appearance is, right? And I do have a really good speaking voice, I feel. I've been told by a lot of users that I do have a good speaking voice, and I agree. That's just from so much time at the call centers. And the job I applied for roughly 50K a year, they denied me the position. It doesn't surprise me. My second interview did not go very well, so it was no surprise when I got an email stating, you are not, we're not moving forward with hiring you. And I'll just apply again because, you know, both these people that gave me the interviews were both young people who hadn't been with the company long, and they think they're something special and they're not. They're just young guys, look to be about in their mid to late 20s, right? Um, but yeah, we'll keep the videos short. That's all I really have to say, just a ramble. So peace out. I'll see you guys online.